Okay.
That we're on Facebook Live. We're on, right? It's red.
Yeah. It says it can't record a backup file, but I don't care.
Okay. We don't need a backup.
We don't need a backup. It's fine.
As Jorge gets us into the water cooler channel, he wants to let everybody know that we are live right now.
We are. Are we really?
Yeah,
Okay.
we're live. We're
For
live.
sure.
We're live with
me double
Alana
check.
Corson, aka Andy Cohen, and Jorge is one of the people who actually knows what I'm talking about when I say watch what happens live. So we're gonna sip on our non-alcoholic beverages because we are at school. Delicious. So good in here.
Oh my god, your brother already liked the video.
My brother's watching. Well, then I probably have to say, so my dad actually said to me last week that we could do something with our format of how we set ourselves up, so I changed it around for you, Dad. I'm sitting on this side now. But anyway, so we're going to just jump in and talk a little bit to Jorge. And will you just tell us a little bit about yourself, like introduce yourself, where you're from, and what program are you going to here at Turing?
Yeah, for sure. So I'm Jorge. I front end, and I'm from Mexico City.
Okay. How'd you find out about Turing? I mean, I think we don't have a ton of people from Mexico City, but...
I found out about Turing in the U.S. though.
Okay.
But one of my old art mentors came here.
Okay.
Jeneve.
Got it.
Jeneve, hi.
Definitely watching.
Yeah.
They all are. All of Turing is watching.
Yeah, for sure. And so yeah, she loved it. She came. It was before you had two programs, like front end and back end. It was one.
I'm listening. I'm just looking at my questions.
Yeah, for sure.
So why did you decide to choose how did you get to this place? Because I actually remember seeing you at a Try Turing.
Yes, you were my like person, yeah.
Yeah, so tell me a little bit about that experience for you and like what you liked, like what drew you even to come to that. How did you I mean, obviously your mentor probably said come, but
Yeah, no, for sure. I mean, I was lost the whole time, but then I remember Sal. I'll be like, Sal, and then he would be like, do it for me, and so I was like, okay, I can do this.
yeah.
And so that was really fun. It was new, and so I was doing a lot of like painting and drawing. That's like my main thing. I'm like an artist.
Okay.
And so I started getting involved with a lot of graphic design, and I'm really good at like Photoshop and Illustrator, so I started incorporating that into like jobs and whatnot. And so then I wanted to take it like deeper, and I found Turing.
Okay. And so you felt like this like fit that skill set a little bit for you.
Yeah, for sure.
Because I don't think it's like super common for somebody with an arts background. Like graphic design is probably super common when you're getting into computers to translate the skill.
Yeah.
But like talk to me a little bit about how that helps you at Turing.
I guess like sometimes my projects might not work, but they look great. So that's like a great distraction.
Yes, that's not always the case, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
So they look really pretty.
Okay. So do you find yourself having to spend more or less time on that because of your background, like on the design pieces?
Yeah. So sometimes it might be distracting, but then again, like it saves me from a lot. And because I'm really like, if I was at the point where I was like maybe a few years ago or like a year ago, I wouldn't be as fast because of how fast I am now. It doesn't really take away from, because I'm not spending too much time because I already know how to do all of that stuff with the tools in Illustrator or Photoshop.
Yeah, and I want to come back to your art degree because I've heard a rumor about your like thesis of your program.
Yeah, so good.
Okay, so we'll come back to that at the end of this, and maybe we'll have to post some pictures like to our Turing to show people about that.
Sure.
But so you're in Mod 2 right now, and you were just telling me that you finished a project called Game Time, where you're creating a game, which is really cool. What are like, besides, and you were saying that was really cool but a little bit challenging, what is some of the biggest hurdles that you've had while you've been here at Turing?
I guess just like struggling is hard, and I guess the hardest part is for me to research stuff.
Okay.
Research stuff, the things.
Okay.
Because I'm like, why would I like research stuff when I can just have someone else research it for me and tell me what they did?
Okay. Totally.
So that's kind of like a struggle, kind of.
Okay.
Not knowing when that's okay and when you're just like
So like maybe knowledge that you think that maybe your peers will have right off the bat.
For me,
than
like,
having
yeah,
to,
like they're gonna like present it to me like this is what you need.
Sure,
Yeah.
sure. And so
Which is
that-
convenient, but not a good strategy to a certain point.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
Because researching also helps you like learn and like the mistake that you made, it changes and stuff.
Yeah, definitely. So that's definitely seems like a hurdle. What other hurdles have you come across? As far as like, what about like,
Language maybe?
okay,
Yeah, so like sometimes like I'm learning a new language, but then like I'm like translating from English to Spanish in my head, and then we have to translate it to code, and then that's an
definitely.
inconvenience.
Yeah, I mean, I give all the kudos in the world for that because to have to, yep, this, a little bit of that. We would take a shot ski of coffee if we could, right?
Yeah, we'll just take a drink.
Cheers.
So good.
So good. So I think that can be a huge challenge, and you know we are trying to build up our international student community here. Did you come across hurdles when it came to applying to Turing?
Yeah, so it's really hard to just like the process. Being an international student, like you have to like well, apply, then get your paperwork, then go to the consulate in your country, then go through all that process, and then come back. But it's definitely worth it.
Yeah. So was there anyone on our team that was kind of helping you through that process at all?
Yeah, a little bit.
It's
Yeah.
hard to know like all the international rules for different
Yeah,
countries and
exactly.
what you need for everything.
Yeah, but
so.
Joanne is in charge of it now, and so it's like it's great because even now being here, like it's just knowing that you have that support group, and she's like, I know she's out there like looking out for me and for all of us, and that's awesome. Yeah,
That's
she's
cool.
amazing.
Yeah, have you built like a small support community around that, or I know you probably have with your cohort and all of that, but what about like international students? Have you built?
Yeah, so Juan in Mod 4, he helps me a lot.
Okay.
So shout out to him.
Yep. Hey Juan.
Juan.
Shout out. Yeah, I think that's really cool, and I think it just like speaks to the larger Turing community.
For
of,
sure.
like, no matter where you come from, there's going to be people who you have something.
Yeah, no, for sure. Like you can definitely find someone that you can connect with, and then you start like connecting with everyone because we spend so much time together that you find similarities in the littlest things.
Yeah, definitely. I feel the same way. What's something about Turing that has surprised you the most? Or just something, doesn't have to be the most.
I guess like how long it takes you to like warm up your food at the kitchen, like with the microwave.
Yeah, how long it takes you to warm up your food can definitely be
Yeah,
a surprise.
that was a shock. I was like, I'm waiting.
Like, wait, okay, I need to ask a clarifying question. Timing-wise, or because of the amount
so
of
many
students?
people. Yeah, which is great. Like eat healthy, like bring your lunch, do you? Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
So it's like good to see, but inconvenient.
Yes,
Yeah.
definitely. Well, maybe one of our viewers will donate an additional microwave to us.
Your
for
brother.
this.
Let's ask
My
him.
brother, Aaron, if you're listening, which is. Anyways, so okay, well, awesome. I think like I just want to say that we're super excited to have people like you in our community who are coming from a different culture, we're able to bring this different background, like super awesome, and I'm really excited to have you here. Will you tell us though about your fine arts project at the end of your college?
For sure. So I talked about hyperreality, which was based in theories by Jean Baudrillard, where he said that hyperreality is when fantasy takes over reality and becomes more real than the actual reality. So Disneyland specifically would be like the most hyperrealistic place in the world because it takes over reality, so it becomes more real than the actual like LA.
Yeah.
And so then I related that to me growing up, and like when I was little, I would come to the US every year to go to Disneyland.
That's awesome.
And are we gonna have subtitles for me?
Subtitles?
Yeah.
No,
I can write them later, maybe. But.
So then, for the longest time when I was visiting, I thought that everything in the US was just like Disneyland. I thought like every city, it was really exciting for me to come here because it was so magical.
I could imagine.
Yeah. And so then I talked talked about a little bit how I've carried that through adulthood. So now, when I go to the gym, my protein shake is more than just vanilla powder, but it's like a magic potion that will make me stronger.
Love it.
Like a drink at the bar is more than just like alcohol, but it's like just like a potion that like keeps you like brave, but then like it gives you sickness.
Sure.
So it's like turning everything into something fun to like cope with everyday life.
Okay.
And then I painted myself, looking at photos or drawings of the Disney princesses.
Okay.
So I would like look at the photo, then take a photo of me, and then paint myself. So
That's awesome.
I was painting myself as a male, but in my head I was seeing myself as a Disney princess. So
So
it talks
cool.
about sex and gender.
Yeah.
And that was inspired by Collier Shore.
Okay.
She's a photographer. And so it plays with just gender theories.
Yeah.
By Julie Butler, mainly some of her work inspired me with how like male is like male and female is how you're born, and then women and men are just set of rules set by society.
Yeah, absolutely. Wow, that sounds really interesting. I think that it would be cool if we could share some of these, if you'd be interested in like with our community.
Yeah, for sure.
Because I think that that's really cool, and it also, again, speaks to the type of people we have here. It's like such a diverse community of people who have all of these amazing backgrounds, and it's just like so cool. And so I really enjoyed talking to you today.
Me too. When are we talking about housewives though?
Okay, and so the last piece is that we need to talk about our favorite housewives.
Okay, great.
Because both Jorge and I are both huge fans, and we might watch it every day, maybe.
Because there's one every day.
Yeah, and maybe 2 a day some days.
Yeah.
So what is your favorite Real Housewives?
So my favorite housewives are Beverly Hills, New York, then Atlanta.
Okay.
Yeah. And yeah.
Yeah. I think what we need to do is create a viewing party so we can watch a specific season together.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. There's so many to choose from.
I know. There's so much good drama.
Your
And
favorite's Atlanta, right?
My favorite's Atlanta. It's
Who's your
coming
favorite
back.
Atlanta person?
I'm really into, I like Nene.
Nene?
So I'm excited she's back.
Yeah.
So, but let's do a viewing party. Thank you for joining me today.
Thank
you
you.
all. We're excited. Bye.